Welcome to the virtual option for the Portland Avenue Alternatives Analysis Open House. The Portland Avenue corridor improvements are being evaluated as part of the Aubrey Butte Waterline project, and portions will be constructed in parallel with the associated waterline improvements, providing project synergy opportunities and efficiencies for project delivery. We're providing this video to give a brief overview of the open house materials on this website, and if you have further questions, please email Aubrey Waterline at bendoregon.gov. Please also send your feedback to the survey from Exhibit F to this email. Here's a list of the open house exhibits we're presenting and including on the Portland Ave website. Please review these exhibits prior to completing the survey. These exhibits have supplemental information to this video and are not included in the slides presented with this video. As you prepare to review the provided exhibits and complete the survey, it's important to understand the long-term goals for Portland Avenue and the near-term limitations. The projects identified in the City Transportation System Plan to complete improvements along the entire corridor, Wall Street to College Way, including key intersection improvements, at an estimated cost of $17.7 million. The current budget for the Portland Avenue project is $3.5 million. This funding constraint limits the amount of improvements that can be done at this time, knowing that the larger funded project will be designed and built at a later date. This map provides an overview of active projects along and near Portland Avenue, which are currently in design or construction phases. As you can see, the limits of the Aubrey Waterline project extend along Portland Ave from 9th Street to Wall Street, as well as along other streets on Aubrey Butte. And the Only project extends from Wall Street to First Street, also including some crossing improvements at 2nd and Only. As you review the exhibits and project recommendations, it's important to understand the limits of the active projects, as they provide opportunities to extend the connectivity and safety along the corridor, as well as our active projects that can provide synergy opportunities to completing the bond-funded Portland Avenue improvements. After determining that roundabout improvements were not feasible at 9th Street or Aubrey in Portland, the project team evaluated the larger corridor to identify opportunities along the entire length of Portland, while also considering the limited budget and desire to limit improvements that may be replaced when the project is fully funded. This slide provides an overview of those opportunities, with the next slide showing where they exist along the corridor. Keep in mind when looking at this information that Portland Avenue is identified as a key route for walking and biking and includes several intersecting streets that are part of the city's low stress network. These are located where you see the Safe Crossings icon. The map here provides an overview of the opportunity locations along the corridor. Please review the exhibits on the website while considering this map. Keep in mind that we've divided the corridor into 3 segments to align with active and non-active projects. You'll see in the exhibits provided that we also reference base improvements, which overlap with the Aubrey Waterline project and the west end of the corridor, College Way to 12th Street. We also reference the Only project, which currently has project limits from Wall Street to First Street. However, we're also recommending completing improvements from Wall Street to the Deschutes River and adding it to the Only project. Lastly, here's a concluding summary of the recommendations and costs provided at conclusion of the team's evaluation of opportunities and alternatives, once again with consideration of the limited budget. The estimates are currently conservative as they will require further design to refine costs. The team is currently recommending completing what's labeled as the base improvements, as well as the Deschutes River to Wall improvements to improve the connectivity, safety, and traffic calming needs along the corridor. The recommendation includes completing those improvements and then evaluating remaining funds to determine if more costly improvements may be completed from College Way to Juniper on the south side of the street. Please review the provided exhibits, complete the survey, and send questions and the survey to aubreywwaterline@bendoregon.gov. Thanks.